The rebellion behind Sex Pistols' Anarchy in the UK. Welcome to Harmony's Histories. Today, we dive deep into the rebellious spirit that fueled one of the most iconic punk anthems of all time, Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols. This song not only defined a generation, but also captured the raw energy and disillusionment of a society on the brink of change. As we explore the roots of anarchy in the UK, we must first understand the context of the 1970s in Britain. The country was grappling with significant social and economic challenges. Unemployment was rising, social unrest was prevalent, and traditional institutions were being questioned. Young people felt disenfranchised and disconnected from the established norms. It was in this atmosphere of frustration and anger that the punk movement began to take shape. The Sex Pistols emerged as the voice of this discontent. Formed in London in the mid-1970s, the band consisted of Johnny Rotten, Steve Jones, Paul Cook, and Glenn Matlock. Their music was loud, aggressive, and unapologetic, perfectly reflecting the chaotic spirit of the times. But it was Anarchy in the UK that truly encapsulated their philosophy and the ethos of the punk movement. Released in late 1976, Anarchy in the UK was a rallying cry for a generation tired of authority and conformity. The lyrics boldly proclaimed a rejection of the status quo, calling for a complete upheaval of the existing system. Lines that screamed rebellion resonated deeply with youth who felt powerless and unheard. The song's opening riff is as iconic as its message, instantly grabbing listeners' attention and setting the tone for what was to come. But the impact of Anarchy in the UK extended far beyond just music. It ignited a cultural revolution, influencing fashion, art, and even politics. Punk was not just a genre, it was a movement that encouraged self-expression and individuality. The Sex Pistols became symbols of defiance, challenging the norms of the music industry and society at large. Their outrageous behavior and controversial statements only fueled their notoriety and the movement's momentum. The release of Anarchy in the UK was met with mixed reactions. While it gained a loyal following, it also faced heavy criticism and censorship. Many traditional media outlets shunned the band, refusing to play their music or feature them in mainstream publications. This backlash only reinforced the band's message. They were outsiders, unafraid to confront the establishment. The energy of the punk scene was palpable, with live performances that were chaotic and electrifying. The Sex Pistols became known for their wild shows, often marked by violence and confrontation. This raw energy created a sense of community among fans, uniting them in their shared anger and desire for change. The music became a way for people to express their frustrations and connect with others who felt the same. As we look back on Anarchy in the UK, it's clear that its significance goes beyond its catchy melody and rebellious lyrics. The song became a cultural touchstone, symbolizing a generation's fight against oppression and conformity. It inspired countless bands and movements around the world, proving that music can be a powerful force for change. In conclusion, Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols is more than just a punk anthem. It represents the spirit of rebellion and the desire for freedom that resonates to this day. The legacy of the Sex Pistols continues to influence artists and activists, reminding us that music can challenge the status quo and inspire us to stand up for what we believe in. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rebellion behind Anarchy in the UK. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Harmony's Histories for more deep dives into the stories behind your favorite songs. Until next time, keep the spirit of rebellion alive.